wrestling fans, and especially almost messed that up. The Apex wrestling fans. Welcome to a special edition of Strong Style. I'm your host, Jeremy the Impact York, joined by a good friend of the show and great friend of mine from the Apex. He is Josh Fields. How are you, bud?
Doing great. Thanks for having me tonight. I appreciate it.
It is great to have you on. Always, at some point, I'm going to figure out how to make it up to one of these shows. I'm not sure how yet. I guess I'm going to have to get a teleporter or a hot air balloon or something to make it work. But another star-studded card coming up as the Apex presents Spark this Saturday, January 24th, 7 p.m. Bell time, I believe, on that one out in Augusta. Uh, Hopefully, weather permitting. There are contingency plans. We were talking about that before we came on. We're not going to really disclose those yet. I would just say pay attention to the social medias of the Apex and all involved parties about any kind of announcement. Sometimes things are out of our control, but we want everybody to be safe.
Correct. So pretty much if as long as we're able to have a show Saturday night, we will
Right.
have. Um, with that being said, the local governments do put in curfews. And if there's a curfew put in, and obviously we can't have the show. Like you said, the first and foremost, the safety of the fans and the talent driving back home is my main concern.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's pretty much a wait and see thing. I mean, we don't want to cancel a show and it misses us up north or you know, I mean, for a classic example, we wasn't even in our area. We wasn't supposed to get hit by the hurricane, but
Right.
we took a giant brunt of it. So you just never know with these storms. So
No.
it's I know people have sent me texts and DMs and I know they're probably getting tired of the same answer. But honestly, it's just right now today. If you ask me, Josh, are we having this show Saturday? My answer is yes. If you ask me tomorrow morning at 8 a.m., I've literally changed my mind 4 times today. So it's
Yeah.
just looking at different models, trying to figure out what time it's going to get here. Obviously, if it completely misses us, yeah, the life of a promoter. Everybody wants to do it, right?
Absolutely. Everybody thinks it's easy, and you guys don't realize the headaches involved with this. And it's not even just talent related. This time it's weather, which is nothing you can control at all.
Weather, law enforcement, local government, just a few things to get through between now and Saturday. So
Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's start going through this card because you mentioned, I made sure you didn't tell me what, but there are some changes to this card. So we're just going to start going through the matches. I knew of 5 matches up until we came on, one of which we know good and well will change. Let's start with that one. We unfortunately both learned this morning via his Facebook page that Matt Sex Sells uh, has a big knee injury. He's going to have more than likely some sort of surgery and be out for a good while, and he will not be able to take on Tyson Malrick at the show this weekend. So, what changes have been made to that? Is there a new opponent? Do you know the new opponent, or did it get shuffled up? What's going to happen with Tyson Malrick?
next man up, whoever wants to travel down to Augusta, Georgia, walk into the ring and face Tyson. Game on.
Hey, there you go. That's called an open challenge, folks, and that's not just wrestler business or wrestler talk for we don't know yet. We're trying to figure it out. It's like no, they probably got some people in mind and some people that will show up. But if you want a piece of Tyson Malrick or you want to be on this Apex card, come on down, bring your gear,
Absolutely.
and
Absolutely. You never
it
know.
won't be a
You
walk
never
in the
know.
park to face Tyson either. It don't think you can come in there and get an easy win because I know Matt was training hard. That's part of how he got injured. So, you're going to have to bring it against Tyson.
Absolutely. Tyson has been a tremendous has grown tremendously inside the ring in the last year. So it's been
Yeah,
pretty impressive to watch his rise.
absolutely. Let's move on to TJ Era versus Charlie Anarchy. Now, Charlie is somebody that he is on my list, short list of people I want to see live. I don't think videos are doing him justice, and his videos fascinate me. So, what can you tell me about this matchup?
Who in the world knows what's going to happen in this matchup? This is one of those you kind of just look at it and go, it made sense at the time, but here we go, and it's just going to be a wild ride. Your guess is as good as mine, bud. Couldn't tell you on this one. It's just, you know, hopefully, we don't break any like codes or enforcements or anything like that. So, who knows? Charlie's been known to pull some weapons,
I was
unconventional
about to
weapons,
say,
to say the least.
yeah, I was about to say that if you think the storm outside could be treacherous and dangerous to your health, try sitting ringside at a Charlie Anarchy match. It might be equally, if not more, hazardous to your health.
Correct.
But what can you tell me about TJ Era? I'm not as familiar with him as I am Charlie.
TJ has, if I'm not mistaken, has been training down with Palmetto Wrestling Academy, I believe is the
Mhm.
name of it. I might be wrong if I apologize. I believe Shane, who runs that,
Hmm.
uh, today is today is not the day for me to be casting off names off the top of my tongue. So,
I
but
understand.
yeah, we're definitely TJ's got a great future, I believe. I mean, he's got to prove it. I mean, that's just the thing. When you get the chance, you got to prove it. There's no one that's going to, this isn't a business where you just get in there and you show up and you just keep showing up every other month. So you got to come in, you've got to earn your spot.
Yeah, absolutely. And boy, if I was trying to earn my shot, I don't think Charlie Anarchy. I mean Tyson for that matter either. But I don't think Charlie would have been the person I would have handpicked. But I'm not saying TJ Era is completely out of this because if you bring it and you basically get in Charlie's face and give it right back to him the way he's giving it to you, you have a real good chance.
Hit muted
Um,
real quick. I'm sorry.
there we go. There
You
we go.
got me?
Yeah, I got you
Okay.
back. Yeah.
Sorry, you completely muted.
No, you're good. You're good. Um, but yeah, that's what. Like I said, if TJ Arrow decides to bring it and really bring it hard to Charlie, I mean, he's got as good a chance to win as any. You just have to always watch your back with Charlie because you do never know what he's going to pull out.
It only takes 3 seconds. Only takes 3 seconds.
Absolutely. But let's get into one that really intrigues me. Now, granted, the last three matches do really intrigue me for completely different reasons, but um, this next match involves two people that have not only been on this show, but that I have had pretty good conversations with off camera, and that is Saul Rinauro versus the King of Controversy himself, Skrilla the Great. This is like a video game dream match. How did this match even come about?
Well, at the last show, Sal was a little disgruntled with the management of Apex, and he decided that he wanted to not be happy with us backstage after the last show. So, I told him, okay, well, I'll find you an opponent. And I found him one, and now he's not happy about me finding him that one. So I'm like, what do you want me to do here? So, just like, you get what you want and don't complain. So
Yeah,
but
absolutely. I
we
mean,
all know Skrilla. Skrilla's the absolute. I mean, he's won Georgia Wrestler of the Year. I mean, Skrilla brings it every single time.
oh, speaking of, there's Skrilla the Great right there. Not sure how he got into the private room, but he's the king of controversy for a reason. We were just talking about you. I guess your ears were burning.
I knew I heard somebody calling.
First off, how are you?
Man, I'm alive and well, ready to get back to work, bro. Josh is one of my absolute favorite guys in the world. We got a love-hate relationship, but that's so beautiful of it, like that's what makes him one of my favorite people because Not only is he one of those guys that encourages me, he does it in positive and negative ways that I use in both lights to make me create what I'm trying to create right now. So I'm very grateful to be able to rekindle our friendship and our business format that we started from the beginning, you know, and it's just gonna be cool to be a part of what he's got going on.
Absolutely. And this is why I always say you should tune into Impact Media shows. You never know who's going to show up. I didn't know who was showing up. We just see the window pop up, and here he is, the king of controversy.
He
Josh
just
was
shows
just
up out
saying,
of nowhere. Don't even
right?
let me know it's coming. Jeez.
I've tell people over and over again, I stole it from one of the greats, but I've created it and made it my own. The only thing's for sure about Skrilla is nothing's for sure. So you just gotta buckle up and get ready for whatever's coming up because Rebel Vengeance is loading, bro.
I was
Loading,
about
loading.
to say
Here we
the
go.
rebel himself here, and Josh was just saying how at the last show, Saul Rinauro was not very happy with the Apex management, and made sure to tell everybody so, and basically said, what are you going to do about it? And so, find me an opponent. And Josh goes, I got you an opponent, and here he is right here on the show.
That's
How
right,
about that?
man. There's so many things I can say about Sal. He's one of the guys that's been around for a long time. One of the guys that everybody in the locker room looks up to, and you
Mm-hmm.
know, he's also alumni of another promotion that I've worked for.
Mm-hmm.
So you know, it's gonna be fun. I've always brushed shoulders with that guy, and I felt like, you know, he never really got into the hype of greatness of Skrilla the Great. And that's neither here nor there. You know, that's just part of the game. So it's about me earning my respect this time around, and I respect him with the utmost respect. However, this year is about coming back and showing everybody what I've brought and put on the line for this business. And if anybody wants to get in the way of that, well, you know what happens with that. So
Josh, you have any
Sounds
questions
like you
for?
might want to show up Saturday night. That'd be my guess. But
Yeah, Josh, you have any questions
rain,
so
for
sleet,
Skrilla?
rain, sleet, hail, or snow, we're gonna be in
so
there.
always so I am going to throw a curveball to y'all since y'all threw a curveball to me. And
I don't know
Skrilla
about
knows.
y'all. I'm as surprised as you were.
So when Skrilla and I get together, we tend to have conversations that he gets to know exactly how I feel. And I pretty much like to tell it when I'm asked about a question. So I was asked a question 2 weeks ago, and I have not commented. I have not went on
Mm.
social media. I haven't went on. I was waiting for this very opportunity.
Uh-oh.
So I just want to make sure I get this out right. So the Georgia Wrestling History Awards tend to draw a little controversy, and people get upset, mad. I mean everything else, but when you win, it's a big deal. But if you're not nominated, it doesn't mean anything. Well, obviously, it means something if you're going on social media and telling people that it doesn't mean anything. I've never quite understood that rationale. But if it means, and this is from Nick McDaniel, he said it, and I completely agree with him. If it means something, if it doesn't mean anything in January, it doesn't need to mean anything to you in December and vice versa. And just let
Yeah.
it be. I mean, I've been lucky enough with IWE that we won awards, and we won more. We won them and we've lost them. So there's never been everybody likes to run the conspiracies, and I've you know just let it be. That's all I got to say.
Well, for me, the funny part of it is the people that were saying that it didn't mean anything to them, and now they're jumping on the bandwagon now that they're being mentioned, you know. And
Hmm.
I find that the cool part and the funny part of the game, you know. nobody's really into it if they're not into it. So, to see guys that were kind of like eating sour grapes are now indulging in the fruits of the labor of the awards, while they think that we're sitting back eating the sour grapes because we're not mentioned. But at the end of the day, we're still working and we still have that mindset of, we are rebels. Me and Josh are rebels. We go against the grain, and we don't take no for an answer. We keep going. So at the end of the day, it's like, yeah, you can think I'm eating sour grapes, but you just don't know what I'm working on behind the scenes and what I got going on moving forward. And when you see me, then you're gonna have to have the same energy that you've had this whole time, and we're gonna see if you're real or not. So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a fun year. It's gonna be a real fun year.
Absolutely.
Let's talk a little bit more about your opponent, Sal Rinauro. You have ran across him, like you said. Oh, well, we got to start putting locks on the doors. It's Sal Rinauro. Wow, welcome to the show. Welcome back. We got you and Skrilla on. We were just talking about your match. And first off, how are you? And secondly, what do you have to say for your opponent for Saturday?
I'm doing great. Thanks for leaving the door unlocked and the light on, like the Red Roof Inn. Uh, there's not much to be said. He said plenty, and words have a funny way of paying themselves off. So this Saturday, I'll just do what I've been doing for longer than a lot of the viewers' lives and let my skills in the ring do the talking for me.
Wow. Okay.
There you go. Sounds like I'd show up Saturday night to see whose ass is getting beat, but that's just me.
I mean, exactly. Skrilla, do you have a rebuttal to Sal on that?
In the words of the vets, man, actions speak louder than words. So all I can say is buckle up. Let's get it.
Wow. Uh, Man, maybe I'll just leave the door unlocked. I think this is great to have these two on. But we were talking about some of the rest of the card. We'll get back to you guys as well. But we were just about to talk about the men's and women's championship matches. Do these kind of pique the interest of you guys as well? Sal, we'll start with you.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, the the Apex Women's Division has quietly become quite possibly the best women's division in the state. And for those that haven't been fortunate enough to come to one of the Apex shows, you don't really know what you're missing out on. But I've been blown away by every single one of the women that have stepped foot in the ring. I mean, uh, Kelsey speaks for herself. I mean, she's been rocking it for months now. I mean, and look at the names that she's been in the ring with. I mean, Izzy is coming off, doing more work for WWE. She's got a laundry list of trainers that
Mm-hmm.
that I'm pretty familiar with. She just did the Bailey camp. I'm very, very excited about watching the Apex women's division continue to grow. And, as for the men's side of things, what's the point of even doing this if you don't want to be the man? Drago has got a giant bullseye on that giant back of his. And that's not to say that, after Saturday, that bullseye might not transition over to Chad. I've had my eye on Chad Skywalker for a while, and that dude's full of talent. So and he's motivated. So both those title matches are greatly intriguing to me.
And then Skrilla, I know Chad Skywalker pretty well as well. Probably ran with him a little bit. What do you think about his chances with Drago?
Man, I hate to be cliche-ish, but it gives me that Rocky Four feel. Drago and Apollo Creed, and Chad's been around. He feels like he's been around for a long time, and he's got something to prove. He should have been the man in his eyes. So it's gonna be a fun match to see at Augusta, Georgia, man. It's gonna be good, and that's his stomping grounds as well. So he's definitely gonna have the crowd on his side, and it's gonna be a good one. Along with the women, like he said, Kelsey's been doing it for so long, and I've seen her grow even through IWE and seeing her in Florida and stuff like that, man. Man, and Izzy, like you said, like I mean, she's picking up steam, bro. It's a lot going on. I don't see why anybody wouldn't show up to see all that, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I have made it be known that I know media is supposed to be unbiased, but Impact Media is Team Kelsey Reagan all day long. We've been behind
You
her
say
even when
media is supposed to be unbiased?
we're supposed to be. We're
Oh,
supposed
okay,
to be.
sorry.
No,
I just wanted
yeah,
to make sure. Okay,
we're
got it.
supposed to be.
Allegedly.
We
Sorry,
yeah
I'm shutting up. I'm shutting up.
yeah allegedly, but yeah, we are Team Kelsey all the way here. The whole lead up to her getting the title, we were in her corner about everything. So it's good that she got the title. But yeah, Gianna Gage is going to more than bring it to her as well. She's going to push her really hard. Um, Once again, this card is just unbelievable. It's a video game of pick your favorite wrestlers and put them in Augusta on a Saturday. Josh, you got anything to ask these guys?
Look forward to seeing y'all Saturday night. Stay safe driving in, and we'll see you Saturday night. And to the fans, if that interaction didn't want you to be at the show on Saturday night, I really can't tell you what else we can do for you. But I would be there Saturday night to see two of the best in the ring.
And I guess, fellas, not only thanks for joining us, but I will leave you both the chance for some parting words for the fans, for your opponent, for people on Neptune that should come see this show. Sal, I will yield to you first.
Uh, save the best for first, right?
Right.
Uh, uh,
Something like that.
I'll just put it this way. I respect what I've seen out of Skrilla, and I think he's a hell of a talent. But there's a reason I don't need acronyms. I don't need nom de plumes like the great because it's assumed, it's known. Uh, I've been doing this for a long time, and I'm going to keep doing it for a long time. And this Saturday is the opportunity for this OG to continue to prove why I am everything I've said I am for a long damn time, and that's the best thing smoking. So Skrilla, to I look forward to interacting with you in the ring, and I really look forward to seeing your reaction once the bell rings and my hands raised.
And Skrilla?
All I can say is the chisel vet. Everybody knows what you're gonna bring to the table. You've been doing it for years, like you said. Everybody knows what you bring to the table. However, I will always have that chip on my shoulder because I was never the guy to even be in the ring with you guys. I was never the one to be at the training facilities with all these guys. I had to fight and scratch and claw my way to be great. So I will never run away from being the great. I will always keep that name there because I have to prove it each and every time I step in that ring. So when I see you, and I've been seeing you for years, and I've always looked up to you. But this time, it's time to look you dead in your damn eyes and bring it. So let's buckle up and get it.
Let's run.
Wow. Fans, once I got to echo what Josh said. If that did not make you want to show up, then you need to check your pulse. It's the Apex, it's Spark, it's this Saturday in Augusta. Make sure to pay attention to social medias in case something changes. But for now, the show is on. This might steal the entire card. Anything on this card absolutely can. 7 p.m. bell time. If you can make it by, you absolutely need to make it by. But For our surprise guests, Sal Rinauro and Skrilla the Great, and for my great buddy and guest Josh Fields from the Apex, I am Jeremy the Impact York. This has been a special edition of Strong Style. We will see you guys next time. Deuces, gooses, go watch wrestling.